Hi, everyone. Welcome to our every Wednesday little trivia night here live from my bedroom. It's not April 14th. I always mess something up. I forgot to change the day. It's April 21st, but we still are nonetheless live in my bedroom. Hi, Knifer Raff, long-time watcher, first-time participator. Let's fucking go indeed. Am I allowed to swear here? I don't know. It's my own YouTube channel. So we're going to do whatever the hell we want. Hey, thank you so much for joining us here on our little Wednesday get-together. It always means a lot to see you guys every Wednesday. And that is clarinet too loud right now. And you guys have already figured out the chat. In the chat over there is the leaderboard. You're going to put your team name in there. But let's go over all the rules of the night. First of all, everything we do is benefiting the furloughed staffs or the less than employed staffs of some great New York City bars, including our charter members, the Brazen Head and the Whalen. After that, Gaff East, Gaff West, and Biddy's Pub joined the fray. And then finally, Hibernia joined in. Hey, guys, through the duration of lockdown and all of COVID, we've raised something on the order of $40,000 for all the staffs of all of these bars. It's really helped a lot of people and, helped all of us through, too, because we got to socialize and meet new friends like Jay and Lynn and Indy, who is now Bo. So I'm very confused. And people from Toronto and Kentucky and other faraway places that may or may not exist because we can't travel to them at all. Hey, guys, make sure you follow all of our bars right there. Biddy's, Brazen Head, Gaff West, Gaff East, The Whalen, and Hibernia on all of their social medias. Follow me. I don't care. It's usually just kitty cat pictures on one and tweets at Ted Cruz on the other. Either way, it's pretty boring. And the rules of the evening. Here we go with the rules. Everything's very simple. And if you have any questions at all, you can just talk to me right there in the chat that we've all... Black Lives Matter. Oh, my God. There we go. I got it. I had to say it out loud. Oh, yeah, you got my Cockney. We're Cockney tonight, by the way. Isn't that right, kitty cats? They're both asleep. I'm going to wake them up. Hey, Crazy Mexican. I'm pretty happy that you guys are here, too, as well. Let me walk you through the rules of the evening. And if you have any comments or questions at any point in time, just let me know in the chat and I'll try to address them as promptly as possible. First, donate. If you'd like to donate, everything goes to the proceeds of the Out of Work Kitchen, bar back, wait staff, and bartender staff at our aforementioned bars. But please, if you are short of cash or don't have a job, do not donate. We don't want your money, only if you feel capable of. Otherwise, just please welcome. Welcome so much to have fun and enjoy your time with us. There's the Venmo if you want to. And again, everything goes directly to all of those staff members. Next, open up the Google form. Coming across the chat right now is the Google form. We make all of our answers in Google Forms. Get on the leaderboard with most of you already have. But if you don't have that, you can find the leaderboards link either higher up in the chat, or B, the first thing you see on the Google form. Name what bar you support. Thank you. You've already done that. And teams of no more than 6 players, please. If you have more than 6, split that shit up. But who knows? I can't tell because you're all remote. But do note that 6 is pretty much the optimum amount of players to play well. Please don't shout at the answers. Don't spoil it for everyone else over there in the chat. Don't Google the answers. I know we're all in front of computers, tablets, smartphones, and semaphore devices, so you can Google, but it's unethical and stupid. Don't be stupid. Do it for fun. Do it for pride. Do it for the Goonies. I think they said that. Was that their slogan? Do it for good, do it for pride, do it for the Goonies. Yes, they were 1940s newscasters. And very important, when you turn in your answers on your Google form, caps locks on. They are case sensitive. But if you don't do so, I do get to see everyone's answers. So after the answers are revealed, if you have any disputes, please let me know in the chat and I will say, hey, that's great, because after the answers are revealed, you grade yourselves. All right, here we go into round one. Round one is all animated shows. You will see redundantly listed on your Google form and right up here on screen a series of pictures of 12 animated programs. All you have to do is name them on the Google form. All you have to do is name them on the Google form. I will put them all up on screen for just a little bit, but they are redundantly listed in the Google form. Make sure you've got your caps locks on. Make sure only one person on the team turns them in. Any questions, let me know through the duration of the evening. After animated shows, we go into the oldest. Round 3 is rhyme time. The audio round 4 is about music. I'm not going to tell you what kind of music though, bitches. After that, we had the oldest, so then round 5 will be the newest, and the last round of the night is random shit you should know. Animated shows coming up on screen right now. 12 images, 1 point each, caps locks on. Please, you don't need punctuation or anything. Articles are unnecessary unless you feel like doing it. And again, if I made any errors or you made any errors, please wait until I reveal the answers to settle any disputes, because you do grade yourselves 1, 2, 3, and 4 in animated programs. All you have to do is name these to the best of your capabilities. Several comments up in the chat is the Google form. Make sure that you've got that open and your caps locks are on, and only one person on your team is turning them in. And wow, we've got Dombey and Sons. That's a throwback to last week, the Dickensian novel that no one actually knew about. Black Lives Matter Cockney edition. Fat Ass Aggie, the Old Faithful J, the friggin' Steves, Classless Chaps. That is a awesome name. Mochi Gang 2021. Hey, our good friend Lynn entered name here. 421, and I'm still stoned. I like that. Skullduggery Pheasant. 421 random drug test. Yes, it is not random. No Way Jose's, the Mauve Avenger, and Little Gnome Facts. Wow, we got a packed house here tonight. Right up on screen are your first 4 animated programs. There are 12 in total. And again, guys, these are redundantly listed there on your Google form, so you've got plenty of time to review them before I ask you to click that all-important submit button. Make sure that your caps locks are on when I ask you to click submit. Here are your next 4. Number 5, 6, 7, and 8. Please name these animated programs. And don't worry if you don't know anything about animated programs, because round 2 is the oldest. Round 3, rhyme time. Round 4, music. I'm going to tell you what kind of music in just a bit. Round 5, the newest. We've got the oldest. Then we've got the newest. I'm writing hackneyed category names now. And the final round of the night, random shit you should know. Numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8 in your animated programs category. Category? How come sometimes people say like apothecary, but they won't say category? It's documentary. Catchery. No. Kedgergy. How do you say that one? Kedgergy. No. Goonies never say die. No, Goonies just say we're going to become Thanos, Samwise Gamgee, and a crack dealer. Was that what happened to one of those guys? I don't know. All right, guys, here comes numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12 of your animated programs. They are all redundantly listed on your Google form. After I take these final images down, you guys will have 2 or 3 minutes to discuss with your teammates. And please click submit when I ask, and I get to see all of your answers. So if you do have any disputes, please wait for me to reveal the answers on screen and then settle them in the chat, because ultimately you do grade yourselves. That said, once you click submit, if you do like how the Google form has adjudicated you, you may hop right on over to that leaderboard and tell us how many out of 12 you've got correct. I love Jay Zuckerman because he is as honest as Abraham Lincoln was not honest. That's just a myth. And he's already on the board with 5 out of 12. Thank you, Jay, for always keeping us honest by always being very honest. Sometimes Jay gets a category that he just demolishes. And most of the time, though, the category in Soviet Jay, category demolish you. Sometimes Jay demolish category. One more minute, take a look at these final 4 animated programs. And then we'll move on to giving you guys a couple minutes of discussion. We'll click that submit button. Caps locks on, please, when you do so. Then we'll review the answers together, settle any disputes in the chat, and then we will tally up our scores and see who's in the lead going into round 2, all about the oldest. As you guys click submit, you will see a link to open the subsequent round of the night. Please do so to have it ready. That said, if you don't do it, I will send it over the link. Hey, want to see what happened last week? Let's see what happened last week. Well, Colton Underwood and temporary team name were tied in the middle of the evening. Dead heat. And then Colton Underwood just took off and left the others standing. Simple Minds made a great attack at the end too, but we really couldn't hold off. And there's Lynn. Lynn, slow and steady the whole way. Good job, Lynn. CNC also slow and steady. X gonna triv it to you. All right, everyone. You guys have 2 more minutes to click submit. If you are satisfied with how the Google form has adjudicated you, you may hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 12 you received correctly. If you have any disputes whatsoever, either spelling, semantics, or something like that, please wait for me to review the answers, and then you could tell me why you think you should get it right. And I'll say, sure, give yourself that extra point, or absolutely not, you get nothing. 2 minutes. One more minute. One more minute. The Bob Loblaws might be gone for good, or they may be actually at actual bars in real life right now, because that is their joint. I know what they do. Hey, everyone, you guys have 1 more minute to click submit. Looks like nearly all of us have. Wow, we have a lot of teams tonight. How many do we have? Something on the order of 17, 16 teams. I think this is going to go and be one for the ages. I remember over the winter we were getting 25, 30 teams at a time, but as the weather has changed and regulations have changed, it's been variegated, but I'm just happy you guys are here. Hey, if you have any disputes, please wait for me to reveal the answers right up here. However, if you already like how the Google form has judged you out of 12, you can hop right on over the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 12 we have gotten. And we've already got most of the scores in, but everyone else, you got 30 seconds or so to click that submit button and hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 12 you've gotten. How many you got? I don't even know what that accent is. Don't make me do accents. I can't do accents. But what I can do is balance this EQ, because I feel a little tinny right now. It's a quite woody word. Very woody. Tin. Very woody word. Maybe I'll just throw a little bit of echo on it. Nope, that's too much. All right, everyone. Hopping on. Yes, Lynn, what is your question? But if it's about any answer disputes, please wait for me to reveal them up here. Anyone else? Get on the leaderboard. Get ready to tell me how many out of 12 you've gotten. Why do I keep saying gotten? It is a word, is it? Is gotten a word? I think gotten is a word. Yes. All right, why am I talking to myself from somewhere else? That is very strange because that is not me typing. I am confused and perturbed. Hey, here we go. Here are the answers to round one animated shows. Number one was Bob's Burgers. Chicken, ching, ching. Number two, The Simpsons. Number three, Muppet Babies. Making our dreams come true. Shabba dooba dub. Number four, A Real American Hero. And knowing is half the battle on G.I. Joe. Number five, Go Team Venture. Number six, I don't remember the theme song for Drawn Together, but that was the mockery of the real world on Comedy Central. Disenchantment, a Matt Groening product. Beavis and Butthead, haha, for number 8. Number 9, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. Number 10, Peppa Pig, who probably is English. I'm not sure. I don't have children. Number 11 was The Wacky Races. And number 12, Meet the Flintstones. I just sang the Flintstones theme song to the Jetsons theme song. Are the cats fake, Austin? No, they are not. They are the best. All right, guys, what do we got for disputes? If you have any, please let me know. If you don't, hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 12 you've got. 10. I keep doing this. As we move on to the next round, oldest. Disenchantment. No, David Baird. Disenchantment is the name of the show. I know, Daniel, Venture Brothers canceled. That hit my soul hard because it was canceled during COVID too, and I could have used some more of that. Forgot the T in Flintstones. Absolutely, Mike, give yourself a point. That's one thing we'll never penalize, rote spelling errors. If you made a typo, that's fine. If you completely changed the meaning of the word, i.e. disenchanted versus disenchantment, no points. If you left a T out of Flintstones, points. You made a little bit of a mistake. You spelled attorney with a U. Yes, knife or raffery. Knife, it's a raffian a knife fight. You can give yourself an extra point for that as well. Crazy Mexican, no. Disenchantment only. Disenchanted, nay. 9. All right. Anyone else got any disputes? Little known facts. I need you guys on the leaderboard. Dombey and Sons, I need you on the leaderboard. Baby Muppets is incorrect. Lynn, it's Muppet Babies. Shabby dooby bop. When you wish and make believe, and you could go anywhere. It was a Lucasfilm product of all things, or presented by Steven Spielberg. So they'd always be dressed up as Indiana Jones or in Star Wars. Oh my God. I totally forgot, but I love Muppet Babies. I got to watch me some Muppet Babies. I'm sure it doesn't hold up. Or maybe it does. Maybe it holds up like Animaniacs does. Wacky Racers. Wacky Races will be fine. Wacky Racers, I'm not going to take. No Wacky Racers. Wacky Races, because it's about the races, not about the racers themselves. Well, the racers are part of the race. No, Wacky Races. But if you spell wacky with an E, yes, that's fine. But races, not racers. All right, anyone else? All right, looks like we're in. Well done. And let's see what our scores are as we go over to the secondary laptop. There are many laptops here. Boom. And, well, rather than go over who's not in the lead, we'll just go over who is in the lead. The Mauve Avenger, No Way Jose's, 421 Random Drug Test, Mochi Gang 2021, and Black Lives Matter all tied in lead with 11 out of 12. No perfect scores. Sound off, all you guys, on what the ones that you got wrong were. I'm very curious on that for everyone who got 11. Enter team name here, and Classless Chaps are right behind at 10 points. Everyone else is still within the running because we've got plenty of points on the board. As we go into round 2, the oldest. Don't worry if you don't know anything about the oldest, because round 5 will be the newest. In between those two, around on a certain music and rhyme time, and then capping off the evening random shit you should know. Here benefiting Gaff East, Gaff West, Brazenhead, Wayland, Hibernia, and Biddies. Right there on the chat, I have opened up the next forum. Please open that up. Put your caps locks on. I'm about to deliver 10 questions right up here. After the 10 question, all 10 will come up on screen for you to review. I'll give you and your teammates a couple minutes to figure it out. I'll ask you to click that all-important submit button. We'll come back. We'll review the answers. We'll settle any disputes. We'll tally up our scores, and we'll see who's in the lead going into round 3, rhyme time, here at our humble little Wednesday night trivia. All right. Here we go, guys. Round 2, all about the oldest. 10 questions coming up. Repeats after question number 10. Ooh, a lot of disenchanted instead of disenchantment. But this means you guys are pretty much nailing it. Nailing it, doing it well. She represents teams, and I raised out in Crooklyn. Question number 1. Repeats after 10. The 1610 Palace of the Governors is the oldest continuously occupied European-built government building in the United States and is located in this city. The 1610 Palace of the Governors is the oldest continuously occupied, wow, I'm butchering this, European-built government building in the United States and is located in this city. For number 1, in the oldest. Repeats will come up after question number 10, so don't worry if you didn't hear them properly, because they'll all come up on screen. Pourvu. Pourvu is French. That's all I know. I think it's French. Someone deleted their name. I believe that was enter team name. So you might want to put that back there in your leaderboard so I can identify you in just a bit as we go into round 2, question 2. The oldest fossil yet discovered is that of cyanobacteria in the 3.5 billion-year-old rocks of the western desert of this geologically ancient country. The oldest fossil yet discovered is that of cyanobacteria in the 3.5 billion-year-old rocks of the western desert of this geologically ancient country. For number 2, in the oldest. Hey, after the oldest, we've got rhyme time. Following rhyme time, music. I can tell you what kind of music, though. You could probably guess because I'm feeling malicious. Well, I'm feeling awesome for myself, malicious for you. Following that, the newest. And the last round night, random shizzy, you should, nizzy, Jay. We missed most of them. Their delete team name. No, they're back to enter team name or enter name here. Here we go with number 3. Before the oldest woman on record, Jeanne Calmet of Arles, France, passed away at 122 years old in 1997, she was able to recount selling pencils from her father's store in 1888 to this artist. Before the oldest woman on record, Jeanne Calment of Arles, France, passed away at 122 in 1997. She was able to recount selling pencils from her father's store in 1888 to this artist. For number 3 in the oldest. Knife or Raffi, you might go 0 for 12 in this category. Well, you cannot do that. It's physically implausible because you can only go 0 for 10 in this category. There are 10 clues. Therefore, you are in luck. You cannot go 0 for 12 in this. Hello, mother. Everyone say hi to my mom. She's probably going to make fun of me through most of this endeavor. Here is number 4. Born July 7th, 1940, he's the oldest member of the Beatles. Born July 7th, 1940, he's the oldest member of the Beatles. For number 4 in the oldest. Yes, Knife or Raffi. Knife or Raffi. Knife or Raffi. Yeah, you're Knife or Raffi to me. Knife Raff. I mean, if we're pronouncing like giraffe. Oh my God, is it a giraffe? Yeah, your little avatar is a little giraffe. So you're Knife or Raff. Yes, Knifer F. Take solace in the words of the stalwart Jay Zuckerman. He has put up more donuts than Tim Hortons, which I'm told is a donut shop that no one visits because it's in Canada. Oh, Snap Lynn, Canada jokes. How you like that, Toronto? Not even a real place. Here we go with question number 5. Held in the collection of New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art is Bartolomeo Cristofori's 1720 Gravicembalo, a harpsichord with dynamic control, and thus the first one of these instruments. Hey, Fireball Bros, thanks for coming by. We're playing trivia. Feel free to join in or just join into the chat. I like having new people here, Fireball Bros. Held in the collection of New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art is Bartolomeo Cristofori's 1720 Gravicembalo, a harpsichord with dynamic control, and thus the first one of these instruments. For number 5 in the oldest. Giraffe. I thought it was a knife with the giraffe. Party on, Wayne. Party on, Jay. Repeats after question number 10 in the oldest, so don't worry if you didn't hear them properly the first time. And if you're bored, no, Fireball Bros, shut up. Don't shout out the answers. That's why we play with the form. Fireball Bros, blowing things like Fireball Bros do because they're high on Fireball. Fireball brought to you by propylene glycol and cinnamon sugar on your hands. Fireball. It was cool 10 years ago. Here we go into question number 6. Please do not shout out the answers. 1906's Humorous Phases of Funny Faces is considered the oldest animated film, and its hand-drawn scenes appear on this classroom surface. 1906's Humorous Phases of Funny Faces is considered the oldest animated film, and its hand-drawn scenes appear on this classroom surface. For number 6, hey, Fireball Bros, it's okay. It happens to all of us. You get your one free pass, and besides, all of these nerds, they knew the answer to that question anyway. And if they didn't, you just gave someone who didn't have a chance of winning one more point. Whoopsie-loopsie. Oh, it is Knife-a-Raff, and Fireball Bros. One is larger than the universe. The other is they might be giants. Here's number 7. She's King Lear's eldest daughter. For number 7 in the oldest. Repeats will come up on screen after question number 10, so don't worry if you didn't hear them properly. Again, guys, we're entering all of our answers in the Google form. Caps locks on. And please wait for me to reveal the answers up here to settle any disputes. Then we'll move on to rhyme time. Following rhyme time is the audio round, some kind of music. I don't know which. And then the newest, because we're in the oldest right now, and the last round of the night, random shizzy, you should nizzy, my busies. Number 8. Founded in 1883, this company is the oldest car manufacturing brand on Earth. Founded in 1883, this company is the oldest car manufacturing brand on Earth. For number 8 in the oldest. Hey guys, who can tell me what that is right there? Right there. Wish you can. Can't hold. Look. Tell me what that is. No points. Just tell me what it is. Fireball Bros, you can definitely chime in on that one if you can tell me what that is. And here we go. 2 more questions left on this round. Repeats will come up on screen after question number 10, so don't worry if you didn't hear them properly the first time. And then if you have any disputes, please wait. Take a couple minutes. Settle your scores with your caps locks on. And then we'll reveal the answers right up here and see who's in the lead as we go into round 3. Rhyme time. In 1958, physicist William Higginbotham used a Donner Model 30 computer's ballistic missile trajectory modeling functionality and an oscilloscope to create the world's first video game, a simulation of this sport. In 1958, physicist William Higginbotham used a Donner Model 30 computer's ballistic missile trajectory modeling functionality and an oscilloscope to create the world's first video game, a simulation of this sport. Nope, it is not the Brooklyn Bridge, guys. That's not the Brooklyn Bridge. It's the George Washington Bridge, but I'm asking, what's that at the bottom of the George Washington Bridge? This is the group stage. I don't know. This is the crowd work. This is where I deal with my hecklers. Nice hat. Looks good on you, though. I don't even know what we're talking about. And after this comes question number 10, 10th and final question of the round. Repeats will come up on screen. You'll have plenty of time to discuss with your teammates. Then we'll go into round 3, rhyme time. Number 10. Dying in 2016, number 16 was the world's oldest of its order, a 43-year-old armored trapdoor species of this animal. Dying in 2016, number 16 was the world's oldest of its order, a 43-year-old armored trapdoor species of this animal. Here we go with your repeats right up on screen. You have 2 minutes to review, another 2 minutes to click submit. Make sure your caps locks are on. Then we will review the answers together, settle any disputes, tally up our own scores, and move on to round 3, rhyme time. If, for some reason, you like how the Google form has adjudicated your score, just give us how many out of 10 you received in that appropriate column next to your team name. If, for some reason, you have any disputes whatsoever, please wait for me to reveal the answers. 2 minutes to review these, another 2 minutes to click submit. Caps locks on, 4 minutes total. Clock starts now. Daniel Becker is correct. It is a tiny lighthouse. Does anyone know what the lighthouse is called? Hey, Fireball Bros. Yes, Sandra, of course it's the Little Red Lighthouse. Fireball Bros, you guys can just chill out and have fun. I'm glad you're here. It's called Little Nas 9. One more minute to review. All right, guys, you guys have 1 more minute to click submit. 1 more minute to click submit. Make sure your caps locks are on. And if you made any rote spelling errors and just an oversight, you can give yourself that point if it's close enough. But if you completely substantially and substantively, whatever, words not my thing, change the name or the meaning because of a misspelling, well, wait for me to reveal the answers. Looks like 2/3 of the teams have turned them in. If you already like your scores, go over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 10 you received correctly. If you have any disputes, please wait for me to reveal the answers. And my God, are you, wow, either I wrote this round way too hard, or you guys are particularly pretty off your game today. Because these scores are not looking pretty good. Yes, I know it substantively. I just couldn't say it. I know how to spell it in my head. Other evil Austin. Learn English. You're not even from America or England. Other Austin. All right, guys, hop on over to your leaderboard and get ready for me to reveal the answers up here and settle any disputes in the chat while I fight with clearly my id. I don't know who I'm fighting with, but someone else has my name and they're being very vociferous right now. And my God, if okie dokie, looks like I got it. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of an error there, but it looks like we're back in play. Give me a thumbs up or give me a high five or just tell me that you see me once again. Where were we? Oh, the oldest woman on earth is Jeanne Calment. Actually died in 1997, but in 1888, she sold pencils to Vincent van Gogh. Am I back on? Am I back on? I think I'm back on. Let me know. I'm just going to keep going. The oldest member of the Beatles is Ringo Starr. A piano, and the oldest example thereof, is held in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. One of the first animated films of all time, which is funny phrases and humorous phases of the face, was drawn on a chalkboard or blackboard, whichever you said. Give yourself a point. Goneril is the oldest of, or the eldest of King Lear's daughters. You had the Regan, you had the Cordelia, you had the Goneril. If you didn't get Goneril, you're Goneril. Mercedes-Benz is the oldest extant automotive manufacturer still on. The first computer modeling to make a video game. Okie dokie. Sorry about this, guys. This was, yep, I got it. Yeah. This was, this happens occasionally when the temperature gets a little on the warmer side here, and I hope I've rectified it. And it hasn't been warm in a while, so I wasn't prepared. I think I got it now. I might have to, ice pack actually goods. You know, works really well is a metal tray. Nice metal tray, and you swap it out every so often. All right. We're good. Anyone have any disputes? Yes. You know what? If you put Benz, give yourself a point. But if you put Mercedes, do not give yourself a point because that was the different branding. There we go. Yes, David, Benz is okay. But if you put Mercedes, not okay. Here we go. Ping pong for number 9. No, Bo, you cannot because he specifically called it a tennis game because it was not Pong. It was way before Pong. Tarantula instead of spider. Well, tarantula is too specific. I went with the order, and the order would be spiders. That would be like saying it was a daddy long legs instead of a trapdoor armored spider. So that does not count. David Baird, nope. Table tennis does not count because he specifically said it was a tennis game, and I said sport, not game. All right. Hey, we good? Everyone's scores are in. Let's see how we're doing. And we have only one 10 out of 10, and it's 421, and I'm still stoned. But three-way tie for the lead. No Way Jose's Mochi Gang 2021. And enter name here, all with 19 out of 20. 18 apiece for the two 421s. 17 for Black Lives Matter. Classless Chaps, the Mauve Avengers, and down. And then here we go into rhyme time after I sneeze out my brains. Rhyme time is very easy. I'm going to give you a clue that will elicit 2 rhyming words as your theme as I look at my CPU counter to make sure we're not getting too high because I hadn't been looking at that all winter long because it wasn't a factor. But now I got to look down at that little dial and make sure that it goes well. Bless you, Gesundheit. Thank you, guys. Rhyme time works like this. I'm going to give you a clue. From it, it will elicit a rhyming answer of 2 rhyming words, no possessives, no plurals, no articles. The example, it's already way cooler. The example I'm giving you right up there is fairly simple. If I were to say an ashen Disney chipmunk, the answer would be a pale Dale. If I were to say the bucket of a Disney chipmunk, the answer would be a Dale Pale. There you go. Do you get it? Got it? Good? Excellent. Watching the CPU, not doing that hot, but not doing that cool. No articles, plurals, possessives, just 2 singular words in any order. I have an intended order, and that will be the first one listed when you get it wrong, but I'll give it to you no matter how you got it. Ashen chipmunk is a pale Dale. The bucket of a Disney chipmunk would be a Dale Pale. The 2 words rhyme. They've got no articles, no possessives, no nothing. After that, we're going to go into the music round. Then round 5, the newest, since we had the oldest. And finally, the last round night, random shit you should know. Let's get this back onto pace. 10 clues, repeats after number 10, coming up. An Erlenmeyer face covering for number 1 in rhyme time. An Erlenmeyer face covering for number 1. Think of the 2 words that rhyme that would fulfill this clue up here. Don't worry, all your repeats will come. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, you are doing it. You are doing it, fan and glass tray and elevation. Yeah, you just got to get the circulation around the thing. Macintoshes. They design them so smooth and so cool that they leave no room for, radiators. Literally radiators. Be like, the Bugatti Veyron has something on the order of like 16 individual radiators. Each of the 4 turbochargers, 2 oil coolers or 4 oil coolers, the brakes themselves, the engine manifold. They've got all 16 individual radiators because that's what you need to make a car go 236 miles per hour. Yet this thing, let's make it thin and metal. You didn't think that out, did you, Jobsy? He was dead by that time, but whatever. Here's question number 2. A strainer in Rotterdam. A strainer in Rotterdam. For number 2 in Rhyme Time. Best score last round went to 421, and I'm still stoned with a 10 out of 10. Enter name here at a 9 out of 10. Couple 8s at the beginning for the No Way Jose's and Mochi Gang 2021, both at 19 apiece. But the rest of you guys sort of fell in the middle, except for Jay down at the bottom, who had an 8. And Little Gnome Fax had an 8. The rest of you guys did not do too hot on the oldest, but don't worry, we'll balance it out with the newest coming up for round 5. In the middle of the night will be the audio round. Got some kind of music. Yes, they are using PEDs. Performance enhancing dictionaries. Here's number 3. A Japanese New Year rice cake at the 2014 Winter Olympics. For number 3 in Rhyme Time. No possessives, no plurals, no articles, just 2 individual words in the singular that rhyme and fulfill. A Japanese New Year rice cake at the 2014 Winter Olympics. Jay does rule. Wait, why are you saying Jay rules? He hasn't said anything in a while. I think my mom has a crush on Jay. Mother, I'd appreciate you not fraternizing with the help. Please, Mother. Wait, am I the help? Ooh, I think by the fact that I'm entertaining you, I am... Oh my God, if you have to ask if you're the help, you're the help. Are we upstairs, downstairs, and you guys are upstairs and I'm downstairs? Am I the Abby and you're the Downton? Oh my God. Wait, but that does mean I might get to be the driver and marry the hot younger daughter, even though I'm Irish and a Republican. Here we go with question number 4. An Amazonian fish in the Albanian capital for Rhyme Time. An Amazonian fish in the Albanian capital for number 4 in Rhyme Time. On the problem, I didn't think I was the problem. I was wondering if I'm the help. Great scores out there. The top 10 teams, 11 teams, the top 11 teams are within the top 14 teams are within 6 points of one another. This is going to go down to the proverbial wire as we go into round 3, Rhyme Time, question number 5. All of your repeats will come up after number 10. Remember to have your caps locks on. The psychopomp who ferries Hammer and Hank across the Styx. The psychopomp who ferries Hammer and Hank across the Styx for number 5. And I'm very proud of this one. Very, very proud of this one. Oh, immense pride. I am a U2 track because I am pride in the name of love right now. I'm between gluttony and sloth because I'm pride with this clue. A psychopomp who ferries Hammer and Hank across the Styx. Yes, Lynn, it's the band Styx. No, it is not the band Styx. It's the original Styx. Not original sticks because those are like actual sticks. The original sticks in that spelling. Repeat after question number 10. La Liga's all-time goal scorer in a tuxedo. La Liga's all-time goal scorer in a tuxedo for number 6 in rhyming timing. See, I did that. Rhyming timing would be an example of how this would work. Rhyme time would also be an example of how this would work. Rhymes time would not. And remember, you guys, all 10 will come up on screen at the end of this round. And since this is sort of a team play one, I'll give you a couple extra minutes to figure it out as we move on to round 4, music round. After that, round 5. We had the oldest for round 2, so round 5 will be the newest. And the last round of Night Random, shit you should know. A sensitive Futurama robot. What about robot? For number 7. A sensitive Futurama robot for number 7 in Rhyme Time. Think of one half, think of the other half. Make the 2 words. Work it out, work it out, work it out, work it out. And then remember, all 10 repeats will come up on screen after number 10. You'll have plenty of time to review them. Then we'll move on to the next round, the audio round. Some kind of music, some kind of wonderful, if you know what I mean. Let's do a radio DJ voice as we go into number 8. A metric 1,000th of a Riverdale Reinhardt. A metric 1,000th of a Riverdale Reinhardt for number 8 in rhyme time. Repeats will come up after question number 10, so don't worry about it. And then we'll move on to the audio round. This round is melting your brain. Yeah, Knife-a-Raffy. Knife-a-Raff. God, I like Knife-a-Raffy. I'm sorry. I like the p-hoenetically spelled Knife-a-Raffy. Yeah, it's sort of a brain melter, sort of a mind melter. We'll see. It separates the men from the smarter people with more books. Repeats will come up after question number 10. All of them. And that might trigger it. You might be able to get it a little bit harder. Number 9, the pottery oven of Christopher Robin's dad. I learned something. Once I reveal this answer, I'm going to tell you something I learned while researching this exact clue, which is fairly fascinating about the Scottish language. The pottery oven of Christopher Robin's dad for number 9 in rhyme time. Hey guys, don't worry if you're not doing well on rhyme time. We will balance it out with the newest random shit you should know and music. Or maybe you'll just do terribly. But that said, this is how it works. We have been doing this. This is now 1 year and 3 weeks of doing our remote COVID lockdown trivia. I appreciate some of you have been here since the beginning. Others have come and gone. But we've been literally doing this for 55 weeks. And for those of you who have done it before, you can always know that, hey, you might tank one night because it just didn't fall the way you wanted. And then the next one, you'll have a dominant performance just because of how the categories came up. So if you don't like rhyme time, we'll balance it out later, next week, or the week after that, or the week after that, or the week. This is never going to end. Number 10, collected mattresses of the author of the Belgariad. If anyone gets this, I'm going to jump through the screen, and I shouldn't have written this. This is just impossibly hard. Collected mattresses of the author of the Belgariad. Here we go with all of your answers. Your repeats for round 3. You guys will have 2 minutes to review these. Another 2 minutes to click that submit button. And then we'll settle any disputes after revealing the answers. Then we'll move on to the audio round. Music. Mauve Avenger has already gotten their team name in, their scores in. And they're doing pretty good. Fat Ass Aggie also. Jay, Mochi Gang. Wow, great scores already. But everyone else, you guys have several minutes before you have to turn them in. Coming next is the audio round. La Musica. Ooh, is that a clue? All right, guys. Time is almost up. Let's turn him in. Spelling errors don't need to be disputed, knife raff, unless they completely change the meaning of one of the words. For example, you guys have anticipated one of my spelling mistakes. I will address that in just a second. Everyone else, please click that submit button and get ready for the next round, the audio round, all about la musica, 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 musica. And Bo, don't look ahead. All right, it looks like almost all, hey, for all the complaining, really great scores out there. But please wait for me to reveal the answers before we settle any disputes. Looks like we're good. Looks like we're all in there. Number one, an Erlenmeyer face covering would be a flask mask. An Erlenmeyer mask is a flask on a mask. A Rotterdam sieve or strainer would be a Hollander colander. A rice cake at the 2014 Winter Olympics is a Sochi mochi. An Amazonian fish in the capital of Albania is a Tirana piranha. Number 5, here we go. I'm actually going to give you guys points if you spelled, it is pronounced Karen. It's Aaron Karen would be the Styx ferryman for Hammer and Hank. So if you did pronounce Karen without the H, it's not Sharon, it's Karen. And if you did pronounce it as Karen, Carron, Caron, give yourself that point. Phonetically, you're correct. So you deserve that. Absolutely. You can go for it. La Liga's top goal scorer in a tuxedo would be a dressy Messi. A very affectionate Futurama robot would be a tender bender. 1/1000th of a Reinhardt is a Millie Lily. Christopher Robin's dad in a clay oven would be a mill in a kiln. Kiln is spelled K-I-L-N, but the N is an ex post facto pronunciation. It used to be spelled kill. Old Scottish poems would be like, I'm going to get my thrill by throwing you in the kill, because the N was not pronounced, much like the N in damn. Only recently did we start pronouncing the N. Okay. I think we're back. I am not sure if we're back. So give me a thumbs up that we're back. It was actually not. I thought it was CPU issues. It wasn't. It was internet issues. So it wasn't my fault. I'm used to having things be my fault. But this one wasn't my fault. I'm actually okay. All right, good. We're back. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Did I give all the answers? I don't even know. Where were we? Someone say where we were. Eddings, beddings, yes. And I said, Rachel, I don't care about beddings. All right, next round. Here we go. Sorry about that. I thought I messed up my computer. It turns out the whole system's on trial right now. Here we go into round 4. Classical or concert music. I'm going to play you 10 song clips through once. You get 1 point for the composer, 1 point for the work title, 20 points on the board. That said, it sounds hard. Well, it sort of is, but at the same time, it sort of isn't because I'm giving you all of the options. That's right, multiple choice. It's all in there. No red herrings, no nothing like that. Answer sheet coming across the board. Please open it up. It is all multiple choice. So all you have to do is listen to the following 10 clips of classical music and match each composer and each work with their titles. Then after that, we go on to the round 5, which we'll blow through really quickly because we're going to get this back on schedule, which is the newest. And then the last round of the night random sheet. You should know. Very much appreciate you guys sticking with this, even though we had our technical difficulties. This, by the way, our first technical difficulties. Hold on, I'm wasting time. Let's do this. Form I just sent, but I'll send it one more time. There's the form. It is multiple choice. Please open it up. Here we go, guys. Earphones on, volume up. 10 classical pieces are going to be played through only once. You get 1 point for the composer, 1 point for the work title. Best case scenario is it's mix and match because they're all out there. All right, ready, steady, here we go. In just 1 second, we are going on. Oh, wow, look at the chart. I get to see the chart of where people dropped. Stop, I'm wasting time. We got to get this back on track. Apologies for the delay. Okay, everyone ready? Here we go. Classical music, number 1, starts now. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Five.
And the voice
6.
neither snow nor rain, nor blue night shall stay these hurrying from the swift
7. Eight. 9. And number 10. There we are, guys. That is your 10th and final classical music work of the audio round. You guys have several minutes to mix and match them all together and click that submit button. Hey, since this is multiple choice, you got it wrong or you got it right. So the second you got it, hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 20 you received correctly as we go on to the next round, which is all about the newest. We had the oldest, now we've got the newest. Then the final round of the night random, shit you should know. You guys have 2 minutes to discuss and turn them in, naming each of those classical works. By the way, most of these are very famous, and the other ones are just mere deduction, so you can figure it out. So, here we go, guys. You guys have 2 minutes to click that submit button. Okay, judging by the scores that are coming in, this was way easier for me than it was for you. 2 minutes to click submit. Two more minutes to click submit. 2 more minutes to click submit. And remember, you can hop right on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 20 you received correctly, because you either got them right or you got them wrong. It was multiple choice. And coming up next is, you can see in the chat, round 5, the newest. Then we go into the last round night random. Shit you should know. Jay, you can round it up to a 1 for your psyche. I can't believe out of 20 you couldn't guess a single one correct. One half of you guys have turned it in, the other half have not. So you'll have another minute or so to click that submit button. But that said, if you haven't done so, please open up the round 5 Google form in the chat. Apologies for Spectrum Cable. Spectrum Cable, thank God they don't do life support systems. There goes my sponsorship with Spectrum Cable. Do they run the power grid too? Spectrum. All right, yeah, we're going to stop that because they're probably listening. They'll probably blacklist me. Spectrum Cable. Where else can you not see Blacklist? Fridays on NBC. Oh my God, we got him. Turn him in. So let's turn him in, and hop on over the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 20 you received correctly. And it is coming out gangbusters. Everyone, this is the most highbrow trivia show you've ever participated in, Max Headroomify? No, it actually goes lowbrow occasionally, but right there, I mean, last week was the greatest hits of 2020. It was all pop songs. This week, it just happened to be classical because I was sick of the greatest hits of 2020. 2 weeks ago was 1940s and 50s country music. 3 weeks ago was songs with girls' names in it or songs with the word name in it. So it changes all the time. Hey everyone, click that submit button. Let's hop on over the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 20 you received correctly. Otherwise, we're going to reveal the answers to round 4 classical music, and then we move on to round 5. We had the oldest, so now we'll move on to the newest and the final round night random shit you should know. All right, looks like we're all in. Here are your answers to classical music. Let's hear them one more time because, well, you should have gotten these. Number 1, obviously, Richard Strauss, also Sprach Zarathustra. Number 2, duh. It's the Dies Irae portion of Movement 5 of Hector Berlioz' Symphonie Fantastique. Easy. This one might be a little bit tougher, but Scheherazade, the story of the 1001 Arabian Nights, as told by Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov. This one a little bit harder unless you hear that literally the first words, they literally say Stabat Mater right there because it's Giovanni Battista Pergolesi's Stabat Mater. The first words said are Stabat Mater if you clearly didn't mater. Everyone else knows that Rachmaninoff does concerti. Contemporary composer Laurie Anderson's Oh Superman. Amazing work of music. You should get this because it's called Helicopter String Quartet. It is literally a string quartet recorded in 4 individual helicopters in flight in formation by Karl-Heinz Stockhausen. Obviously, Chopin, a Polonaise, no diggity. The only thing from the medieval era, Hildegard von Bingen's O Rubor Sanguinis. It literally starts with words, O sub rubor sanguinis. And finally, the saber dance, Danse du Sabre by Cacciatorian. All right, so let's see how we did on our scores. Everyone hop on over the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 20 you received correctly, because there were several very close to 20s, if not outright 20s. But don't worry if you didn't do well on that round, because we're hopping on to the next one, which is the oldest, the newest. And then we get to the last round of night random shit you should know. Yes, it does say Armin Tanzarian. Yes, William, it is the Dies Irae portion of the Symphonie Fantastique. Were they American-made helicopters? Yes, they were. They were actually flying in, I believe, Blackhawks in formation, albeit I think they were German military Blackhawks because Karl-Heinz Stockhausen was German. But you can find YouTube video of it. All right. Yes, it is the same Laurie Anderson who was Lou Reed's wife. She was a contemporary classical composer. And surprise! Oh, wait, I didn't do the scores, but you know what? We're doing this anyway. The scores are amazing. There's some 20s in there. There's some 19s in there. And let's see who's in the lead. 421 Random Trug Chest is in the lead with 47 points. Black Lives Matter right behind him at 43 points. Everyone else close behind. But here we go into surprise, surprise, before we go into round 5, 5 bonus points on the board. First correct answer in the chat wins. First correct answer in the chat wins. All you have to do is get it right, and then I will award the 5 points for you. Please just tell me what team you're on after I tell you if you got it right. Live chat engaged. Beauty is in the eye of beholder. And how I behold the first correct answer gets it. Here we go. What kind of flower is this? That's it. There you go. What kind of flower is this? All you have to do is tell me what kind of flower is this. First one, tell me what kind of flower that is, gets themselves 5 $5 foot long. Nope, 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 nope. Daniel Becker is nailing them, but he's not getting it. There we go. Knife for Raff. Got it. Knife for Raff. Petunia. Knife for Raff. Knife for Raff. Knife for Raff. What team are you on? Because you just got yourself 5 bonus points. Knife for Raff. Nailing the bonus points. Excellent job. What team are you, Knife for Raff? Knife for Raff, you are on what team? Tell me, please, so I can give you the extra points, please. Once Knife for Raff tells me what team they are on, you're the Mauve Avenger, and the Mauve Avenger right there is moving on up to 26 points. You did not move places, but you took some points off the board from others. Here we go on to the final round of the night. The penultimate round of the night, which is the newest. It's not a flower, it's a picture of a flower. Here is your score sheet for round 5, the newest. 10 clues up here, repeats after question number 10. Then we move on to the last round of night random shit you should know. He's lying. He's on class list chaps. Are you trying, Lindsay, to reallocating them into your court? Because it didn't work. Yep. That is correct. Other Austin, not everyone does see it at the same time. Therefore, we're not accommodating for lag of any sort. If you saw it first, your computer was just faster and you were luckier. That's how it works. All right, here we go. Enter team name, by the way. You guys need to put your score for the last round so I can make sure you're in the right place. Round 5 is the newest. 10 clues, repeats after question number 10. Joining August 1962, he is the newest member of the Beatles. We had the oldest member of the Beatles. Who's the newest member of the Beatles? Joining in August 1962, he is the newest member of the Beatles. For number 1 in newest, round 2 was oldest. And right now we've got random drug test at the lead with a 20 for 20 on the classical music. 43 points for Black Lives Matter, Cogni edition right behind him. The No Way Jose's in 421 and Still Stoned right behind them. Some really great scores on the top shelf there. Also, Little Known Facts had a really great classical music score. I think if you guys listened a little harder, you could have deduced who most of those are. Here we go with number 2 in the newest. With membership commencing in 2011, this is the newest member state of the United Nations. With membership commencing in 2011, this is the newest member state of the United Nations. Question number 2 in the newest. Sorry about the delays earlier, everyone. Maybe it was definitely the interwebs, but I will make sure as it gets warmer to accommodate for the stylish yet thermodynamically unsound architecture of my MacBook Professional by basically putting cold metal plates under it and swapping them out while I'm off camera, because that's usually the best way to do it. Here we go with number 3. Succeeding Kamala Harris after her election as vice president, he is the newest senator from California. Succeeding Kamala Harris after her election as vice president, he is the newest senator from California. Yes, everyone does not see it at the same time because sometimes some people might see it faster than the others, and them is the proverbial cookie crumblage. Yes, French crumblage. Enter team name there. How did you guys do on last round? Looks like you went home. That's okay. Still fun having you here. And fun having the top teams within 12 points of one another. Here's question number 4. This is the newest state in the union. This is the newest state in the union for round 4 in newest. To balance out oldest. Don't worry, guys. Coming up is the final round night random shit you should know. That's where you can shine if you didn't shine in any of the category rounds. And also, don't disparage if a category doesn't go your way one week, because the very next week it might be something completely opposite. We do got a perfect 20 on the last round of classical music, which is not as hard as it thinks. If you actually studied any classical music, you could deduce who the ones that you were missing were. The Santa Cruz is the newest and first pickup truck sold in North America by this automaker. The Santa Cruz is the newest and first pickup truck sold in North America by this automaker. For number 5 in the newest. I sort of want one. I'm not really a fan of new pickup trucks, but I sort of want this. This is sort of like the right pickup truck to get. Obviously, the right pickup truck to get is a 1962 Ford F-100 with factory four-wheel drive from the Ridgefield Fire Department that had 6,000 original miles, except it was into the year 2000 that my dad crashed into a tree rather than fixing the brake master cylinder and then just gave away to some guy, which would now be worth probably something on the order of $45,000, and also was just a really great truck to drive. That's the ideal pick. Here's question number 6. The newest additions to the Biden family are Nippy Major, and this, since he's not in the news, ostensibly good boy. The newest additions to the Biden family are Nippy Major, and this, since he's not in the news, ostensibly good boy. For number 6 in the newest. Repeats will come up after question number 10. Then we'll move on to the final round night random shit you should know. We got a close game at hand. The top 4 teams are within 5 points of one another. But even down there in Skullduggery, Pheasant is still only 8 points off the lead. Classless Chaps and Dombey and Sons, 9 points off the lead. Mauve Avenger on the strength of Knifer Raff's 5-point win right there, 11 points off. We can do this. Anyone can win as we go into question number 7. This 4-character, exactly 4 characters, alphanumeric word is leet speak for novice. Must be exact. No room for error on this because I described it 100%. This 4-character, alphanumeric word is leet speak for novice. For number 7, this is, if you know this, you're going to get it immediately. If you don't know this, might stab a little bit when the answer is revealed. But remember, guys, I gave all the clues. It is only 4 characters, and it is alphanumeric. That means the case sensitivity and character sensitivity of your Google form will only grade the correct ones wrong. Basically, what I'm saying is spell it correctly. Number 8 repeats after number 10. Set for a 2022 release, the newest installment of the Final Fantasy video game franchise will bear this Roman numeral, the same as the last King of France. Set for a 2020 release, the newest installment of the Final Fantasy video game franchise will bear this Roman numeral, the same as the last King of France. For number 8. So that wasn't really a video game question, was it? Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't. Wouldn't it be great if every quiz show was like, it wasn't a question about that, was it? Wink. Oh, that's a really good premise for a game show. Just dumb questions where you ask all of this convoluted information and then you go, what's a Lego? 47 points for 421 random drug test, 43 for Black Lives Matter, and 42 apiece for No Way Jose's, and 421 and still stoned. Number 9, opened in 2020. This is the newest ballpark in Major League Baseball. For number 9. After number 10, this forthcoming question. The internet. Guys, internet is not helping me right now. I am so sorry. This is terrible. I'm going to write a letter to no one because there's no one who will care here at Time Warner Cable. But we're still back on board. I see myself in the other stream. I see myself in the profile. I see myself with my spikes all up and good, as in my bandwidth. So here we go. Question number 10. With only 4,840 members, this is both the smallest and newest branch of the United States military. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for calling that out. Thing with when you get these technical difficulties is it throws your whole mojo off and you get frustrated about things that you can't control, and then you start performing poorly. And I'm getting a little sad. Thanks, Indy, formerly known as Bo. With only 4,840 members, this is both the smallest and newest branch of the United States military. There are your clues. There are your repeats. 3 minutes to discuss. Another minute or so to turn them in. Once you click that submit button, if you have any disputes, please wait for me to reveal the answers. Mauve Avenger, great score. Jay, great score. 421 Still Stoned, great score. Fat Ass Aggie, wow, the first team's in. Friggin' Steve's, amazing scores to start this off. Skullduggery Pheasant, great score. You guys are doing really well on this round, I have to be honest. Oh, hey. You know what's really helpful? It's really helpful. That. Yeah, that was helpful. Getting it then. Great. Thank you. So was that. It wasn't me. But be sure to be in the shower. It wasn't me. All right, everyone. 2/3 of the teams have turned them in. If you're okay with your answers as adjudicated by the Google form, you can hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 10 you received correctly. That said, if you have any disputes whatsoever, wow, Dombey and Sons, Lil Gnome Fact, Mochi Gang, Classless Chaps, some really great scores coming across the board right here in round 5, the newest. Then we're moving on to the final round of night random. Shit you should know. Best score of the evening gets, well, nothing but pride. But pride goes a long way. All right, almost everyone has turned him in. I'll give you another minute or so to turn them in. And then we'll reveal the answers right up here. And after we reveal the answers, we could settle any disputes, tally up our scores. If for some reason you are already satisfied with how the Google form has adjudicated your score, or you made a rote spelling error, you may hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 10 you received correctly. Otherwise, please wait for me to reveal the answers, and then we'll see who's in the lead as No Way Jose's great score too. Wow, this is going to come down to the proverbial wire. We're going in the last round night random. Shit you should know. Looks like most of us are in. Going. Good to go. Here are our answers to the newest. Repeats. No repeats. Here are the newest answers. Ringo Starr is both the oldest and newest member of the Beatles. South Sudan, joining in 2011, is the newest of the United Nations member states. Alex Padilla is the newest senator from California. Hawaii is the newest state. Alaska was the 49th. The newest pickup truck by Hyundai is the Santa Cruz, and I really want it, sort of really want it. Champ is one of the newest members of the Biden family, but not so bitey. Noob, the 4-character alphanumeric, that's right, it must be N00B for newbie, is the alphanumeric for elite speak for a newcomer. The newest Final Fantasy will have the Roman numeral 16, the same as the last King of France. Talk to me. I don't know. He's dead. Globe Life Field is the newest ballpark in MLB. Globe Life Park is incorrect. That's across the street and due to be demolished. If you wrote Globe Life, you got a point. If you wrote Globe Life Park, no point. Globe Life Field, point. And the Space Force is the newest branch of the United States military. All right, everyone, hop on over to the leaderboard or settle any disputes as we go into the last round of the night random shit you should know. Looks like we are all turned in, and let's see what our leaderboard looks like as we wrap up this evening. Random drug test is in the lead at 56 points. Lynn Young, that's in Arlington. It's the Texas Rangers' new stadium. They sold out their first day the other day in the midst of a pandemic because Texans are smart. Black Lives are in second at 52. 51 for 421. I'm still stoned, and 50 for the No Way Jose's are our top 4. Hey, coming across the board right now is your round 6, which is random shit you should know answer sheet. Please open it up. Get ready. This is for all the marbles. Here we go into, oh my God, surprise. What's this? Surprise. We have 7 points on the board. All you have to do is first correct answer in the YouTube chat gets themselves 7 points. And all you have to do is tell me the first correct answer. And I will identify said answer and award you 7 points after you identify your team name. Which country's flag is this? There you go. That's it. There's a clue. Which country's flag is this? First correct answer gets 7 points. Which country's flag is this? First answer gets 7 points. Oh, David Baird. Nailed it. There we go. Molly, it is. David Baird, please tell me what your team name is, because you just got yourself 7 bad boy points. And the greatest thing is all you guys are trying to answer right now, and you're still incorrect. David Baird beat you all by a long shot. And again, it has nothing to do with your skill. It has to do with internet latency, which is a bitch of a drug. David Baird, 7 points as we go into the last round tonight. Random shit you should know. David, what team are you on so I can give you 7 points and see where the cookies have crumbled as we go into the last round of the night. Random shit you should know. There's neither rhyme nor reason to any of these clues. Do not look for a theme, Molly. David is on Mochi Gang 2021, and Mochi Gang 2021 gets 7 points, which puts them in 52 points, tied for second, right behind, are still holding on to the lead with 0 bonus points. 421 random drug test. Here we go. Last round night random shit you should know. Neither rhyme nor reason to any of these clues. Do not look for a theme. We got a little bit behind on schedule, so let's wrap it up right now. Although founded in 1987, this worked for me reading education brand has evolved with the times, creating an educational app that's been downloaded over 500,000 times. Although founded in 1987, this worked for me reading education brand has evolved with the times, creating an educational app downloaded over 500,000 times. For number 1 in random stuff you should know. Neither rhyme nor reason to any of these clues, so don't look for them. All your repeats will come up after question number 10. We had a great turnout tonight. I'm so glad that all of you joined us, even Lynn all the way down there in the basement. CNC, they looks like they left the factory, because they're not here anymore. And Enter Name here had a great score for the first 3 rounds and then just disappeared. But great scores in the music round separated random drug tests, Black Lives Matter, 421, Stillstone, No Way Jose's, and little known facts from the pack. But Mochi Gang 2021 hopped right back in them due to David Baird getting the Molly. Got the Molly, baby. I got Molly, blow. Number 2, in The Big Lebowski, John Goodman's Walter accuses Smokey, played by this Texan country singer, of being over the line in a league game. In The Big Lebowski, John Goodman's Walter accuses Smokey, played by this Texan country singer, of being over the line in a league game. Jay Zuckerman, that's for you. Jeff, you do not know you from France. Yes, but okay, yes. No, that's an acceptable excuse. You don't know because you are from France. But I know there's a couple clues in here you will know, because being a Francophile, a Francophone, or French yourself does help sometimes. And I'm drinking French wine. Just kidding. It's probably from, I don't know, Sonoma. All right, here's question number 3. In 1834 and 1836, women in textile factories employed some of the world's first labor walkouts in this Massachusetts city, the cradle of the American Industrial Revolution. In 1834 and 1836, women in textile factories employed some of the world's first labor walkouts in this Massachusetts city, the cradle of the American Industrial Revolution. Yes, he was in True Stories by David Byrne. It was one of his earliest things. There was another early role he did in that era that really surprised me when I first saw it. I'm like, is that like a 30-year-old John Goodman? Forgot what it was, though. About the same time. Repeats will come up after question number 10. Here's number 4. Called by the Hawaiians the art of Ho'ehenolu, this modern sport is abbreviated and sometimes nicknamed SUP. Called by the Hawaiians the art of Ho'ehenolu, this modern sport is abbreviated and sometimes nicknamed SUP. For number 4, in Random Stuff You Should Know, repeats after question number 10. Then they'll all come up on screen. You'll have plenty of time to discuss with your teammates as we turn them all in. We'll wait for the answers to be revealed. We'll settle any disputes, and we'll see who has won tonight's contest. Can anyone knock 421 Random Drug Test off their pinnacle? Black Lives Matter and Mochi Gang 2021 and 421 and Still Stoned are right behind them. Good night, Mother. I will see you later. Forthcoming film, Gunpowder Milkshake, follows different generations of female assassins played by Karen Gillan, Angela Bassett, Lena Headey, and this Malaysian Crouching Tiger star. Forthcoming film, Gunpowder Milkshake, follows different generations of female assassins played by Karen Gillan, Angela Bassett, Lena Headey, and this Malaysian Crouching Tiger star. For number 5 in Random Shit You Should Know. Repeats will be coming after question number 10. Hey, it's official. My publisher says I could start talking about my book. So let's talk about my book. I got a book. It's coming out at some point. So that's all I could say. Not even really sure what the title is. But whatever. Book. Oh, I can say that I'm going on a 10-city tour. I can say that I'm going on a 10 television network and 40 radio station interview tour. And, well, actually, that's all I know. That's enough, though. It's pretty cool. Here's a number 6. What is the capital of Mozambique? There we go. What is the capital of Mozambique? Jay Zuckerman, Austin Rogers in conversation with Austin Rogers, actually reminds me of the radio programs Glenn Gould used to do. He used to interview himself. Bo/Indy, Bo-Indy, Indiana, Bo. Yes, of course you'll be able to get a Jeff. It is about the history of pub quiz. It's about some of the best bars in the United States. It's about the history of the bar of a gathering place. And then it is something on the order of 8,000 individual trivia questions in progressively harder categories. And that you could play along with your friends. And you could open it up and you could say, that's a category 5. I don't want to play that. That's way too hard. Let me go find a category 1. Category 1s will be the easy ones. Category 5s will be the hard ones. Someone will be random rounds like this. Other ones will be fun wordplay rounds like Rhyme Time. Other ones will be like our oldest and our newest. And ask your friends, ask your relatives, ask your enemies. And if you ask your enemies, you can ask them number 5s. Here is question number 7. Nicollet Avenue and its 12-block pedestrian-only portion Nicollet Mall is a major thoroughfare in this Midwestern city. Nicollet Avenue and its 12-block pedestrian-only portion Nicollet Mall is a major thoroughfare in this Midwestern city. Jay, will there be an audiobook? You know what? I don't know. I didn't think about that, but I obviously the problem with the audiobook is I don't know anyone who's good with a microphone and has professional audio equipment who could record it on the cheap. I can't think of a single person who could possibly record the audiobook with high quality mixing board and microphone and expertise in doing this. I can't. Here's question number 8. Known to the Romans as the Varian disaster, Germanic peoples eliminated 3 legions in the 9 CE battle of this forest. Jeff, will you be able to get it on Amazon overseas? I believe you will be. It may cost a little bit more for shipping, but I don't have the exact answer, but it will be on Amazon. Here's question number 8 one more time. Repeats after question number 10. Known to the Romans as the Varian disaster, Germanic peoples eliminated 3 legions in the 9 CE battle of this forest. Just put it in beside Brainiac on your shelf. What's Brainiac? Is that a book I'm not familiar with? Repeats will come after question number 10. And then we'll move on to you guys discussing for an ample amount of time because the 10th question of the night has up to 12 possible points. Here's number 9. In a right triangle, this function is the ratio of the length of the side that is opposite a specified angle. In a right triangle, this function is the ratio of the length of the side that is opposite a specified angle. Oh, it's Ken's book. No, I do not have Ken's book, but maybe we'll do like a book trade. I'll be like, here's one of mine, and he'll be like, I've sold 3 million copies of mine, so I don't care. Sure, I'll give you one. Because Ken has sold a lot of books. Ken is a New York Times best-selling author. I hope to be a New York Times, hey, we've heard of him, selling author. But then you get to pitch the next book. I don't know what the next book will be about, but actually it's incumbent upon this one selling well. But whatever. Hey, how many of us can say we've written a book and written it late every single moment my editor has asked me to turn it in? All right, here we go. Last question of the round and of the evening. Hey, we didn't take that much time with the delay. Thank you for sticking around. I'm going to give you a couple minutes after this clue because there are 12 possible points on the board. That's right. When you look down on the form, you see 10-1, -2, -3, -4, all the way down to 12. Each of those is the parent opportunity for 12 new points. And as a result of that long list question, I'll give you several minutes to review your repeats coming up on screen. Several more minutes to click that submit button. We'll come back, we'll reveal the answers, we'll settle any disputes, and we shall crown a winner here benefiting Gaff East, Gaff West, Brazen Head, Biddy's, Hibernia, and the Wayland, all worthy New York City bars. I'm getting Skippy. I don't see that I'm actually getting Skippy right now, so that might actually be you, Robert, for the first time in all of these little fuzzy wuzzies. I am not actually reading anything wrong. Okay. Question number 10. 1 point for each of the 12 football clubs that were to be the charter members of the ill-thought-out and defunct after 2 days European Super League. 1 point for each of the 12. I think we got it. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Again, I got a text from the Spectrum. It looks like we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. Oh, guess who's back? Shady's back. Back again. Tell your friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Shanana won't bap, 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 bap. Shunana won't bap, 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 bap. I created a monster because no one wants to see Shady there more. They go, all right, I think we're back. We are back. Yes. All right. Hey, I also saw my own notes. In the words of B Rabbit, we can finish this Acapulco. I take Papa Doc. I take Jocka Jock. I take Hawk Hawk. All right. We are in. We are done. We are ready to go. Here are the answers to the last round of the night. Random shit you should know. Number 1, Hooked on Phonics survived being a 30-year-old company and are thriving in the net world with an app. Jimmy Dale Gilmore played Smokey in The Big Lebowski. How many people got Jimmy Dale Gilmore? Only 2 people. Nope, 3 people got Jimmy Dale Gilmore. Lowell, Massachusetts is the heart of the American Industrial Revolution. Roughly 2/3 of you got that. Stand-up paddleboarding, stand-up paddling, or any kind of variation of that is sup, an ancient Hawaiian sport. Michelle Yeoh is the star of a forthcoming film and a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon star. Maputo is the capital of Mozambique. Minneapolis is the Hennepin County, Nicollet Avenue, and Nicollet Mall. Midwestern city. The Battle of Teutoburg Forest decimated, the Romans decimated themselves, demolished 3 Roman legions, and they never resurrected their numbers. Sign is the opposite of a blah, blah, blah. I don't even know. I just copied and pasted that because I literally do not know anything about math. And finally, the 12 clubs in the ill-forsaken, ill-thought-out Sunday night European drop time newsworthy European Super League are, in alphabetical order, AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Real Madrid, and for some reason, the person who would have gotten beat up the most, Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal, to their credit, would have gotten demolished just as bad. But fuck Tottenham. Up the Gunners. All right, guys, hop on over to the leaderboard. Let's see who the winner of tonight's contest is. And wow, it came down to the wire because in 3rd place are Black Lives Matter Cockney Edition. 71 is 421, and I'm still stoned. And 75, and your leader, 421, random drug test. Hey, guys, thanks so much. Turns out it wasn't my issue, but I'm going to be prepared for it when it gets warmer with a cooling system. But that said, it was Spectrum Cable. Spectrum Cable, way to ruin your Wednesday night. But you guys stuck with it the whole time. See you guys next week. Congratulations, random drug test. Congratulations, right behind them. I'm still stoned in Black Lives Matter. Pia Jesu Domine, Done est Requiem, cum Sancti Spiritu in Gloria Dei Patris. Newer members who showed up tonight, come on back next week and put in the comments right now what you'd like to see for some future categories. Love this. This is the highlight of my week. Hopefully it makes yours a little bit better too. Everyone have a fantastic evening and good night.